All right, so on the program this evening, we're going to be talking a whole lot about what you need to do this year, something that you need to do differently as it relates to you tapping into insurance. Like we do say that a lot of times we rarely think of insurance or perhaps include insurance in our plans, when we try to sort out things. Well, somebody says for you to build a sustainable, successful financial future, you definitely must have insurance. So the benefits of insurance cut across individuals, it cuts across organizations and even the society at large. And now, while some are very obvious of this, others are not. And that's why we're trying to highlight today some of the benefits of insurance and the reasons why you need to put in place insurance this year, 2025. So let's just kick it off. What is the most important benefits of insurance? A lot of times we ask that question, but the obvious and most important benefit of insurance is the payment of unforeseen losses. Yes, that's the real answer. The payment of unforeseen losses. An insurance policy is a contract that is used to indemnify or perhaps compensate individuals and organizations for covered losses. Now, you need to know that most losses that could happen to you, probably your property, they are usually covered by one form of insurance or the other. And that's why we talk about the different types. And if you go to ICO, perhaps if you visit their website, you will know that they have an array of products that covers, in fact, the range. Sometimes it looks limitless because anything that you're looking for, or perhaps if there's any risk that you like to insure, you can be rest assured that ICO PLC will be able to take you through that. This is not just for that, it also allows individuals and even organizations to manage cash flow. So what insurance does is not just for guaranteeing protection for you, it also helps to manage your cash flow uncertainties. Now, the second benefit is managing cash flow, like I said, and it provides payment for covered losses when they occur. Now, one thing is the uncertainty of paying for losses out of your pocket is going to be reduced significantly if anything happens. Now, since an insurance policy is in place, you can be sure that your financial losses or perhaps the liabilities that would have come about with it would not disrupt your cash flow. So that's what insurance does. Now, for those who do not really understand insurance, let me also tell you that insurance doesn't occur in a vacuum. There are some regulations which individuals and, of course, organizations need to comply with. And that is why a lot of times on this program, we've talked about the compulsory insurances. Those are part of the regulations. Insurance help you to meet statutory requirements, and in some cases, it even represents or perhaps provide evidence of financial resources, as the case may be. So, in Nigeria today, we know that we have six classes of insurance policies that are made compulsory under the enabling laws, and failure to comply with the law is regarded as a criminal offense. So, if you want to do anything, for instance, for vehicles, the third-party insurance is compulsory. For those who are in the construction industry, the builder's liability is also compulsory. For those of you who are in the health sector, there is the professional indemnity health insurance. That's also another insurance that is made compulsory by law. So there are six classes of them. And if you are to operate in any of these, if you do not have it, definitely the law will have its claws on you. And you know how it is. If you do not have it, like they do say, this could attract more or less like a jail term or even some fine. And, taking you through the policies or renewing all those kind of compulsory policies will ensure that you are compliant at all times. Now, there are some policies which are not statutory by law, but in a contract between two or more parties, they're going to be required by the principal, talking about the employer in the contractual agreement. So the policy is proof that the contractor has financial resources to meet legal liabilities in the course of the business transaction. So a lot of time when you want to engage in some very, very big projects, the contractual agreement will always involve insurance. And those of you who are listening to me this evening, those of you that are in business, you know that When you want to do anything, they could ask you, do you have an insurance for this? Do you have an insurance for that? And that's the reason we do say that for this year, insurance might just be something that you need to consider, at least to escape or perhaps rid yourself of some of those liabilities, some of those things that could affect you when the unforeseen happens, when those things that you never predicted, when it happens. So you know that insurance can always come in to the rescue. All right, so let's hit the streets. And this evening, we've gone to the Beja corridor to hear from people there. We'll be asking them, what do you really consider insurance to be? Do you have an insurance policy? And would you consider, buying an insurance product to guarantee protection for your life or perhaps for your property? Let's hear from those on the streets at Ojodu Beja.
My name is Abu Shade Olarewaji. Insurance, to my own layman language, is the act of insuring whatever you have. It can be a form of life, insuring your life, prevent from being damaged, or it can be when you have a property or when you have a vehicle. You insure it for unforeseen circumstances. And did I have insurance? I do not have insurance, no. And the reason why I don't have insurance is I do not feel I should have, because I do not trust the platform. And if I have a property, will I insure it? It's capital no. Because I as a person am a property consultant, and I believe if you really get a standard for a property, the lifespan of property will last longer.
My name is Mosumola from the Guild NG. When you talk about insurance, I think for me, insurance is about trying to secure a property. Yeah, so in case of misfortune or in case of any mishappening in the future, so you can have something to fall back on. For me, that's my understanding of insurance. And I am aware of health insurance. I'm aware of car insurance. I'm aware of property insurance. So I'm probably not under any insurance, but an insurance I really love to be under is health insurance. So in case I fall sick anytime, I have something to fall back or something to actually take care of my medical bills or take care of my test or something. So yes. And I love to insure my property, of course, yes, I would love to. And in case I have properties or I have equipment, yes, I would love to insure my equipment and all. So thank you very much.
Insurance is a cover for your personal valuable goods and life that brings you back to your normal position before a particular loss or damage. Yes, I have 3 insurance policies. I have insurance policies in order to cater for unfortunate loss or future eventualities. My insurance policies protect my car from damage or theft, and my life insurance policies ensures that my beneficiary continues with day-to-day living in case of loss of life or permanent disabilities. Yes, I do think of insuring my property.
My name is Samson Echenim. I'm a journalist by profession. In fact, I'm a business journalist. At some point, I also reported the insurance sector. What do I know about insurance? Well, I can say that I am literate when it comes to insurance. I know quite a few things about insurance. I know that insurance companies are risk bearers. They sell your risk to them, and when the risk occurs, they pay you. They pay you for the damage or the value of the loss that you have incurred. Of course, I have insurance policies. I have several insurance policies. These days now, you find out that there are retail insurance. There are even things like savings with insurance companies where you do some contribution, some monthly contribution. At the end of the period, you are able to take it. You withdraw it. Yes, I do insure my property, especially my cars. My cars are insured. You need to have a comprehensive insurance for your car so that when anything that happens to the car in case of fire or accident, bodily damage, you have the insurance companies to help with it. And of course, for my property, I have insurance cover for one of my houses. So insurance is a beautiful thing. It's something that everybody should have.
Okay, so you heard from people there at Ojodu Beja. So it's an interesting mix of responses, so to say. But somebody did say there that he has a kind of sufficient knowledge of what insurance is, but he would prefer to, probably do something about his property rather than to insure it. quite unfortunate. Well, these are things and these are conversations that we need to constantly talk to ourselves about. Now, people know about insurance, but they are not very much aware of the benefits of insurance. A lot of people are carrying the third-party motor insurance like we've been talking about on this program, but they really understand why that policy is on. Some just feel it's just for enforcement purposes, but rather there's a whole lot that you can benefit from the third-party motor insurance. It's 15,000 naira, by the way, in terms of the premium that you pay. Some insurance companies, they've also, gone a step further to modify it. They wouldn't call it the third party anymore. Some have called it the third party extended and all of that. And the whole idea is for you to have maximum cover so that it's not just for the third party or the injured party, or if your vehicle hits another vehicle or perhaps destroys another person's property, it's not just that person that will benefit alone. It means that you too can have some little kind of benefits as well. Anyway, we'll talk much more about that. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, we hear from you too. Talk to me. Do you have an insurance policy? And is this something that you consider this year? Are there some things that you do not really understand about insurance that you would like us to talk about this evening? Let me know, okay? That will be on 09153 877127 and 080 99 777. A brief break, we'll be back.
Honestly, I am fed up of my street.
Hey, what's wrong now?
I think my street is jinxed. Over the weekend, my apartment was boggled and the criminals made away with valuables. They even took my son's toy treasure box.
Stable and reliable.
And just this morning, there was a huge fire incident in my neighbor's house and he lost everything. I mean everything.
Wow. Anyway, like I said before, stable and reliable.
What are you saying? Are you mocking me?
Abba, of course not. I just said
obtainable, portable, blah blah blah. I can rhyme too. It doesn't help my situation.
Okay, you remember I had similar experience last year, but thankfully I had signed up to a fire and burglary insurance plan with a stable and reliable partner, ICO Insurance.
Oh, now I get it now.
Yes.
But why didn't you tell me all this while now?
When the unexpected happens to your home appliances, ICO provides the insurance cover that makes you worry-led. Get the ICO fire and burglary insurance plan today. Call us on 0700 iContact. That is 0700 2442 668228 or visit www.icoplc.com to learn more. ICO Insurance, your stable friend. Yesterday, today, and always.
Oh boy, G-Wagon, away. Headlights, 1.5 million. Side mirror, 300,000 naira. This one pass base nagbege this so.
Drive safe, earn rewards, and enjoy coverage when risks happen with eTap, the fast, safe, and convenient digital car insurance underwritten by ICO Insurance PLC. Download eTap, car insurance with benefits.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance on the Move is the program. And this evening, we are, dwelling into reasons why you need insurance the year 2025. All right. The update from the Mobolaji Bank Anthony, where it says the ongoing event at Sheraton Hotel, due to security checks, has backlogged traffic on Ikorodu Road up to Fadeyi. Wow, both on the main carriageway and the service lane. That's a very, very long stretch indeed. It has also affected movement on Bagada Oworoshoki Expressway, and Anthony Village is affected towards Theodolite to connect Ikorodu Road. All those corridors are affected. Those coming in from Apapa Oworoshoki by Buck Gas all through to Antonio K. Linking up Ikorodu Road are also affected. So it means that it's more or less like a ring right now, and it's a very, very busy one. Those of you on Ikorodu Road, all adjoining links to Ikorodu Road coming towards Ikeja on Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way are all affected with this particular event that's going on there. Town Planning Way, linking up with Antonio K, is busy as well as we speak right now. So take note of that as you drive along this evening. All right, then. So getting back to the conversation, we're asking you, is there anything about insurance that perhaps you do not really understand that you feel is the reason why you are hesitating from picking an insurance policy? Now, you heard from people on the streets at Beja there. Some said, yes, they do have. Some have insurance policies, but some are not even willing at all. And that's because although they understand how insurance works, but they are not ready to perhaps sink or put their things in that, or put their money in that. Well, they must have their reasons, but I think majorly it has to do with people not really understanding the way it all works. And that's why we're having this program this evening. We talk about the ability to manage cash flow as a particular benefit for you to tap into insurance in 2025. We've also talked about the fact that it saves you from unnecessary spendings, right? If anything were to happen today, you know that with an insurance backup, you do not have to just cough out the money all the way from your pocket. I mean, you understand that the prices of spare parts now, let's even use the vehicle as a case study. Spare parts, the prices are skyrocketing in today's world. And you know what that means? It means that if you have an accident or if you're involved in an accident today, you don't have to, cough out that money all by yourself. There's somebody who is out there taking the risk, bearing the risk for you, and they'll be able to rise in when the time comes and help you out in those kind of regard. And that's why you need that kind of insurance. So that's why we said you need to put in place that insurance policy. We've talked about another very important benefit of insurance, which is promoting risk control activity. Insurance policies provide incentives to implement a loss control program because of policy requirements and also premium savings incentives. For example, there are times if you are somebody that you've been paying your premiums regularly, there are times that discounts could also come to play. So discounts are given on premium payable where an insured took a fire policy, for instance, and he has fire extinguishing appliances within the insured premises, or he has installed some water kind of sprinklers, those kind of systems. They'll be able to help you out, right? They'll give you discounts when it's time to renew. A company like ICO, for instance, I know that they provide with risk improvement measures that can limit the spread of the risk that could happen, should those risks eventually happen. So they help you out in that regard. So let's talk about insurance and the efficient use of resources. Yes, that's another major benefit. If you do not have an insurance policy in place, you would have to cough out a huge sums of money, like I said, to pay for losses which occurs. But of course, such payments are not planned. You know that. This system of planning defeats the objective of the efficient use of an insurer's resources. Now, insurance makes it unnecessary to set aside a large amount of money to pay for the financial consequences of the risk exposures that could be insured. And this allows that available money is used for more efficient needs, so to say. So you're able to divert that money into much more efficient use, as the case may be. All right, so even as we gradually wind to an end, let's quickly hear from those who are on the streets this evening. Life is very, very important, and that's why I say this year you need to pay attention to your life. But let's find out from people, do they have a life insurance policy? Let's hear from people in Ikeja.
What's your name?
Tunde Duarte.
Okay, Mr. Tunde, do you have life insurance?
No, I don't have.
Okay, why don't you have?
I believe I have NHIS policy, health policy, so it does. At least to some extent, I'm covered.
Do you know the importance of life insurance policy, though?
Yes, of course. In the eventuality of death, you have something to compensate for the beneficiary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Moji.
Okay, Moji. Do you have any life insurance policy?
No, I don't.
Why not?
No specific reason.
Okay, but do you know the benefits of life insurance?
No, really.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What's your name?
My name is Mabanwoku Oluwaseo Ayobami.
Okay. Do you have life insurance?
Yes, I do.
Why do you have life insurance?
We were introduced to life insurance either 2021 or 2022, but I can't remember vividly. So we were given a form to fill, and we stated the names of our beneficiaries and the relationship we have with them, and the percentage at which we want the whatever comes out of it to be shared. So
this is from your organization?
Yes, from it's a Lagos State government initiative. Yes, we are given a form.
Also, do you know the benefits of the life insurance?
To some extent. One of the benefits that comes to my mind is everybody forbids that, but when it happens, at least you know that your service with the state government is not waste. Your family can come and take whatever that belongs to you. So, but nobody pays for that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Ojuromi Mojisola Soibat.
Okay. Do you have any life insurance policy?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I feel like because I'm still a student, so I've not put too much thought into it.
But do you know the benefits of life insurance policies?
From what I've read, yes.
What are they?
Like for future purposes, in case where there's an accident or something, to cover up for something, like maybe later on you don't have the money and stuff like that, so you will like something to fall back on in case.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. Bye. What's your name?
My name is Ogule Wadirogba.
Okay. Do you have any life insurance policy?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why do you have life insurance?
It was initiated by Lagos State government when I was employed, and the benefits and the extent of it was because of maybe our beneficiaries to be able to benefit if we have maybe any accident or anything that has to do with death, so that they can have access to whatever I have there. So, and I don't think it's a big deal.
Thank you.
All right, then. So, Blessing Godwin has been speaking with people in Ikeja to find out from them if they have a life insurance policy. And you can see it's an interesting mix of responses out there. Yes, some do have. Others, they're not even thinking about it. But I think that's something you need to consider in the year 2025 in order to guarantee protection for your life. So you can pick up health insurance. Is very, very crucial. And we have so many products out there that, the one that can guarantee protection for a family of 6, so to say. If you just want to do that for your spouse alone, and that is also available. All right, so like we do say, insurance will definitely guarantee a whole lot for you, and that is why you need to pay so much attention this year. All right, so if you want to get in touch with ICO, you can always reach out to them or perhaps visit their website. That's on www.icoplc.com. They'll always be there to respond and provide any solutions. They have so many products out there that you can pick, and of course be able to get a lot from them. All right, you can send them an email as well, and that will be on icontact@icoplc.com. All right, send an email to that particular location. You can call them 0700 244 266 8228. All right, that's 0700 244 266 8228. All right, we have to go. The program this evening has been produced by Akan Hussein. Maximum thanks to Definite Media Concepts for putting all of this together. Next week, Thursday by 6:30, the program makes a return. But till then, I'm Victor Oteri. Have a great evening. Bye.
There's a friend who'll be there through the sun, through the rain, and a friend you can trust all the way, every day. Live your life, we've got your back, and so I will take you there all the way, every day. Yeah, stability assured.
ICO Insurance, your stable friend, yesterday, today, and always.